Hello everyone, welcome back to Roll. Firstly, I'm very sorry you did not get an episode last Sunday. The days of the week completely got lost to me, and by the time I realised that it had been a Sunday, the whole opportunity had been and passed, and I'm very sorry that I missed that. So today, what we're going to go for, if I would stop hitting caps lock and instead hitting tab where I want to be, is I'm going to try and see if we can get the 99.99s passive to work with a very large amount of dice, just to see how that's going to go. And as ever, just for the early game, I'm going to make a 97 on this center die, but I'm going to jump cut you past that bit because you've all seen that plenty of times before. So we'll get to like the second or third shop, and then we'll begin building something more varied and interesting. Alrighty, here's where we're at. We have just less than 2,000 rolls. And if we look at our dice, we have a 97 with a ×4 on it, the 2 dice that we purchased via our shop upgrades, and just a couple of re-rollers on some of these faces. Now you might be wondering why I didn't bother going all the way to 99 if we're going to try and work to 99.99s anyway. Well, in the early scoring period, I think still having this as a high prime number is going to be of value to us. But the thing I'm now seeing available to us in this tier of shop is a standard die generator. Replaces a die face with a standard die generator. Every 50 times that it is rolled, it will create a new standard die. Now that's 3,461, which is quite expensive, so I don't know if I want to commit to this yet before I get some of the other foundational scoring stuff going. So I'm going to worry about a few other things first, primarily trying to get a good set of re-rollers on that center die. So we'll get that re-rolling twice. Then I want to set all those die faces, but we're not going to be able to do that until we get up to the next tier of shop, I think. So let's get up to tier 4. Then refresh. And now we can look for anything that's going to increase our scoring dramatically. I will take a 10x here. And I'm going to stick that on the 5 for now. That 5 will become a 97 as soon as we get set all die faces on that. There it is. Once we have this going, we'll then increase our scoring dramatically in order to get everything else that we want. So, what else do we want? I want shop refresh generators. Absolutely. We're going to want to be able to refresh the shop looking for the things that we want and need as much as possible. We're going to want lots and lots of cheap dice whenever we can get them. There's another shop refresh generator. We'll grab that. Then we want die adders. Which none of these are, unfortunately. This is an incrementer die, so as we roll that, it will slowly increase up towards 99, which is going to be important, because if we're going to get the 99.99s to work, what that will do is, if we say we roll 400 dice, and 99 of them are the number 99, all of the other numeric faces that are not 99 will become 99. So that's what we want to work towards. Let's get a shop weight onto a 10x. And hopefully we can increase the value of more of our stuff. I don't know if you guys can hear that car horn outside, but that is really annoying. 50 dice bonus is going to be really important as well. Is it worth buying it now? I think so. So when we get to 50 dice, that's going to be a great big discount for us. Let's get that big die we have re-rolling in triplicate, just because that's going to score. Let's do this one, because that will again get to 99 faster. I will buy Scavenger. This is taking a little longer just because these are incrementing as they go. Replace a die face with a 99 die generator. Every 100 times this face is rolled, it will create a new die with a numeric 99 on every side. That's the kind of thing we want. So let's stick that there, and we're going to want that re-rolling as frequently as possible, as soon as possible. There's another one. Now the question becomes, do we want as many of these as possible on one die or on multiple die? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick it here for now, then we can get that whole thing re-rolling in triplicate. Anything else I want here dramatically? I don't think so. If the most commonly rolled number is also the only rolled number, then numeric multipliers will be multiplied by the number of times of the most common numeric face an additional time. If we're going to have 99s and only 99s, I think we want this. 93,000 at the moment, which seems like a lot. I'm worried that I'm not even going to be able to make this whole 99.99s business work. It's been a long time since I did a run with high die volumes. So that was for multi-numeric multiplier faces. So we want to find multi-numeric multiplier faces as they become available to us. No weights plus 100% would be great. But I'm really, really worried that we're spending too much on these passives and not enough on our engine. There's our first 99. This is multi-number multipliers. Let's start buying some more dice. Let's add some other face types elsewhere. I don't think I want to work with locks if we don't have keys available yet. Prime dice plus 300% is going to be good for us. Then let's just try and add as many dice as we can as quickly as we can, whilst our earning potential is really good. If the total quantity of dice in play is greater than or equal to 100, the value of all dice will be increased by 300%. We're definitely working towards having more than 100 dice. There's a numeric 99 die face that we can just stick on one of our other dice. Get that going for us. There's two plain dice. Something else re-rolling in triplicate. You're re-rolling in triplicate. You can re-roll in triplicate for me. Get me more shop refreshes. Quantity die generator. Replace a die face with a die quantity generator. Every 150 times this is rolled, it will generate a new quantity die. I think I want as many die generators in play as possible. I'll stick that on the dice that are already re-rolling in triplicate. Immune 99s. Numeric 99s are immune to the effects of viruses and viral die quantity multipliers. I don't know if I want that. I don't think I want to be dealing with viruses today on top of everything else. Let's take two more of these. And another one of those. Anything else here? I don't think so. No 99s plus 200% is definitely not going to work for us today. I want the multi-numeric multipliers when we have only 99s. All die faces and passive abilities that reference the total quantity of dice in play will instead use double that amount. I think That's good for us because we can get the 100 times die multipliers going faster. There's another 99 for us. That's... oh, that's not our shop refresh die. Never mind. Give me more dice. And more dice. Eventually we need to look for the 99.99's passive. That's going to be really important. If we're going to get this working. Let's set this to be all 99s. And I'll tell you what. We can probably afford to harvest 99s from one of these dice to other dice that don't have 99s on them already. So we can set those manually, because we have to set the first 99 99s manually before anything else can happen. All of the 99s that exist in triples can now have 100% extra score added to them. 50 dice bonus, increasing score value by 200%, is good for us. 99 every 100 rolls. Now we're running out of rolls real fast. I don't feel like I'm executing on this particularly well. We can't do numeric faces yet because we need the multiplier, the reroll creators to work. Like the die generators, that is. Die quantity die would be good for us. A die generator makes standard dice that can then become 99.99s. Do I need anything in particular re-rolling in triplicate? How about you? Numbers divisible by 5 getting bonuses are not going to exist very much. Numbers less than 13 bonuses we don't need. No weights plus 200% I think we can earn reasonably quickly. Give me a dice of all 8s. So that's 25 dice. So now the game thinks that we have 50 dice because we have this passive over here. All quantities times 2. So the game thinks we have 50 dice or 52 dice. So we're getting 100% extra because it thinks we have 50 dice, which is good. Let's see, what else do we have? Nothing specific there. A standard die generator. Take another one of those. You can join that. We'll try and get that re-rolling in triplicate, or duplicate will do for now. Let's see. Set all die faces, because we moved some 99s off recently. Speaking of which, we can move another one to somewhere off of our die we were harvesting from. Numeric multiplier adjacency bonus. If a numeric multiplier is orthogonally adjacent to the face it is multiplying, it is worth 10 times more. I haven't really been working with numeric multipliers, so I'm not going to complicate it by adding even more die types. Triples bonus. We'll grab that. Standard die generator. More of those, please. $99 die generator. More of those, please. Then we want that re-rolling. There's another one. So we want that re-rolling in triplicate, which we have available to us as well. That's excellent. Numbers in a run are re-rolled. Numbers with weights are re-rolled. Half increment die. Grab another one of those. What I really want is dice, whatever it's called. But that might be on the next tier of shop. So many arrows. So maybe we want to get to the next tier of shop eventually. As in, soon. Grab another Shop refresh generator. I can't believe we haven't seen a BOGO yet. That can join those. There's also here a quantity die generator. Any chance to make more dice is very welcome. Doubles bonus for anything that doesn't make its way into a triple. Alright, shall we go to the top tier of shop and start looking for big passives and stuff there? Universal attached multipliers, 5s bonuses, 10 dice. Yes, that's what we want to see. And a random die with prime numbers, sure. Prime numbers reroll in triplicate, passive hunter doesn't really help us. Single group effect won't work. Yahtzee increases. All of our Yahtzees are... here's a point. We might be able to get all of these ones to much higher numbers with Yahtzee increases. So we'll try that to get as much stuff to 99 as possible. Random die with prime numbers, sure. So you can see all the numbers that were ones are already becoming much larger numbers. If you have 1,000 dice in play, then your die quantity bonus will be increased by 2,500%. I don't know if we will get to that many dice, honestly, but we will try. Shop refresh generators, I don't think we need more of. So that is now 49 total dice. The game thinks we only need to get this to 500 because the game thinks we have twice as many dice as we have, which is a blessing. We need to set a 99 somewhere. Like, I move a 99 off. Oh, that'll do. Add a breeding dice. Yes. It's like 19 million. And I want that re-rolling in triplicate as soon as possible. Let's try and not forget about it. 37 million for 10 more dice. Finally, we find a buy one, get one. Took its sweet time appearing. Run length multiplier, we'll grab it because we don't have to see it in the pool anymore. These dice have 99s on them. Buy the more expensive of the two first. See if the other one might become free. It did not. There is a passive called Dice, 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 where every time you create a die, an extra die will be created. That would be wonderful. But we haven't seen it yet. I just want high volume stuff and passives that increase our scoring in a way that is actually helpful. Add a duplicate of a die. For 327 million, we could duplicate the die that is covered in 99 generators. But I'm going to hold off on that. A breeding die generator. That's only a face, not a whole die. For 100 million, I'm going to hold off on that as well. Cleanse shop, 1,000 dice bonus for 1,000%. I reckon we might be able to work up to that eventually. We will try. Stick that just about anywhere. 10 more dice, 225 million. Getting expensive. The goal today is just to get 99 99s to work once. If we can actually find it. Numeric reroll chain is good. It's 200 million, but we get there. Reroll dice 100% extra is good. We need a universal reroll generator. Like, if we could get Yahtzees reroll or something of that ilk, that would be incredible for us. There's 10 more dice. Back to 50 multiplier is obviously no good to us. Take something cheap, stick it on just about anywhere. Add a duplicate die is not what I need. Reroll in triplicate, we must have somewhere that can go. Let's put it, I know we just put a duplicate on somewhere around here. Let's make that reroll in triplicate. Yahtzees worth 1,000% more is incredible because we have so many Yahtzees existing of just 99s everywhere. We are building dice at a reasonable rate. No weights, values increase. I don't think we need that on the side of everything else we've got going on. 10 more dice. Five more dice after that. So we're now up to 159 total dice. But what we want to see is the 99.99's passive. And a universal reroller. Yahtzees get an extra 500% though, is worth taking. Now we really just have to hunt down those passives that we really want. How many dice do we have? 214. We'd like to get to 500. I don't think at this rate we're going to get there. Is it worth taking numeric only multipliers at this point for 12 billion? I don't even know if we'll be able to roll that high. Come on, give me 99.99s. Add die quantity adds the total quantity of dice in play to all numeric faces. 21 billion. I just don't think we can score that fast. Where are you, 99.99s? Or a universal reroller? There's a universal reroller, 61 billion. 1, 2, 3. There's no way we make it. So a terrible execution on the 99.99's plan. Unfortunately, it's just not my forte. But I would wager... Right now, we have 288 dice. And I would say that at least 99 of them are 99. I just never got the passive that we would need to make it work. One lonely die sitting there extra, so 289 total dice. Generated one new dice that last roll. The face multipliers are clearly where most of the score are being generated. So maybe I should have done more with that, rather than just focusing solely on the numeric values of stuff. But yes, I am terrible at these large number of dice executions. Let me know if there's other strategies you'd like to see down in the comments below. I'm sorry that this score is nowhere near this score, but we will try something else next week, and I will let you guys let your thoughts known on what you'd like to see, and I will try my best, even if my best is not awfully good. For now, thank you ever so much for watching. If you're enjoying the series, please do consider subscribing or hitting that like button if you haven't done so already. If you have any questions or comments otherwise, you can put those down below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.